What's going on, guys? Killer6 back with a legendary item guide on the OLDRIDIAN. In this video, I'll cover how to get it, break down how the weapon works, and cover some of the other things that you should be on the lookout for with this weapon. So let's dive right in. To get this SMG, you're going to need the second DLC for Borderlands 3, Guns, Love, and Tentacles. This one doesn't have a dedicated loot source at the time of my recording this video, but if that ever changes, I'll pin a comment at the top of the comment section down below so you'll know who drops it. In the meantime, my go-to farming spot for this gun is Tom and Zam, who are located in the Heart's Desire map right by the central fast travel station, located right here on your minimap. Now, in addition to the OLDRIDIAN, these two can drop a multitude of other items from the DLC, making them a solid farming spot overall. To take these guys out, bring a good fire weapon like a Krakatoa or an elemental lob if you have one. If either of these guys begin to buff the other one, then make sure you kill the one doing the buffing first. Now, this took me exactly 3 runs to get my first OLDRIDIAN, but it had a bad anointment, so I kept at it, and on run number 6, I got the one you see here. As a matter of fact, I also got this one as well, and this one's arguably better, but we'll get to that here in a minute. So ultimately, this farm did not take very long. Now, one thing to look for when farming this gun is to avoid ones that have elemental damage listed on the card. For example, this one. Elemental versions of guns will have a lower base damage than their non-elemental counterparts, and then in the case of the OLDRIDIAN, the base elemental damage does not matter since this gun cycles through the elements in alphabetic order. So corrosive, cryo, incendiary, radiation, then shock. Big shout out to Moxie for his guide on this information. You can check out his video in the description down below. So try to get a non-elemental one, but either way, this gun will wreck. This gun, being a Hyperion, also has a front-facing shield that will give you 20% bonus elemental damage resistance as well. The stats on this one are 1,896 damage with 69% accuracy and 67% handling, but don't be fooled by those numbers. This thing is a laser beam. Reload time is 2.6 seconds, fire rate is 10.2 shots per second, and the mag size is 25 on this particular variant. The second one that I found had similar stats except a lower base damage, but in turn has a higher mag size. On Moe's, this isn't a big deal and you can just use the first one to maximize your damage, but on other characters you might want to sacrifice that base damage in exchange for sustained damage over time. The OLDRIDIAN is a legendary SMG manufactured by Hyperion, and the red text reads, "They bound the ones they knew of. There were more." Now, there are several references in the game to the Iridians locking away vault monsters, and I believe this is just a reference to that lore, implying that there are more vault monsters out there yet to be found and killed. The OLDRIDIAN's special ability is that on reload, your element changes. You can just fire off one shot and reload and cycle to the next element if you prefer. This makes this gun very, very good, as it can be useful in just about any area of the game. Combine that with the high fire rate and pure damage of this pinpoint accurate SMG, and you have yourself a beast of a weapon. The ability to swap elements on the fly makes this gun excellent in the hands of any vault hunter. Now let's get into my recommendations for anointments. Obviously the next 2 mags anoint, as I just demonstrated in this footage, is an exceptional choice, especially on Moe's, Flak, and Amara, but a consecutive hits anointment could arguably be the best one in the game for Moe's mains, as it's very easy to stack that percentage quickly if you're using a bottomless mags type build. Zane still gets the best benefit from his 100% cryo damage while Sentinel is active, or the critical damage bonus while barrier is active. The OLDRIDIAN is an absolute monster SMG. High fire rate, laser accurate, has every element at its disposal, and it's super easy to farm. Do yourselves a favor and pick this gun up and give it a shot. I hope this guide to the OLDRIDIAN was helpful to you. If it was, then please take a second to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and tap the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I post a new video. You can click on one of the cards at the end of this video to see more legendary item guides as well. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.